Raze 2 has a decent variety of weapon types, ranging from assault rifles, snipers, heavy guns, explosives, close range, special abilities, sidearms which are just bigger starter pistols, and of course the starter pistols themselves. The weapon that everyone starts with when they spawn, hence the name. Each of these categories have powerful weapons with some unique abilities, but there is one certain weapon that's bad, awful even. So bad that not even the AI will use it. So bad that it's considered embarrassing to be killed by it. That weapon is the Golden Mauser. It has it all. Terrible damage, terrible range, and terrible clip capacity for a starter weapon. However, it still has some decent accuracy and rate of fire, and getting kills with it awards bonus credits that you could use to buy something actually good. And with the Strike Force Heroes remaster coming soon, I figured this was a good time as any to replay one of my favorite games of all time from the same developers, albeit in the worst way possible. Challenge parameters. Only the Golden Mauser will be used, with two exceptions. Exception 1 is the shotgun you have to use in the tutorial, which is unavoidable. Exception 2 is Mission 3, where you always spawn with a flamethrower. And since you can't pick up starter weapons from the map, it's impossible to use the Golden Mauser on this level. To spice things up, no equipment will be used either, and the only ability that can be used is Resupply, which just lets you shoot the gun more. This challenge was done on version 2.0 of Raze 2, and played on Blue Max's Flashpoint, which there'll be a link in the description for. Now that everything is said and done, let's begin. The first mission is fairly easy. Learn the controls, jump on a booster, get nuked, grab the health, grab the ammo, use your ability, and shoot the Golden Mauser for the first time. All with your new pal Johnny Rocket, who's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting for the campaign, especially for when you run out of ammo. You could use Resupply to get an extra clip, but it takes 20 seconds to recharge, and even then a full clip is hardly enough to take out a single enemy, especially since most enemies either spawn with shields or have increased health in later missions. Get all the shields that you can and pick your fights wisely to conserve ammo. Wait for your teammates to weaken enemies down before you go in for the kill. And after 2 minutes and 45 seconds, Mission 1 was completed with only 5 kills, but no deaths. Your first real assignment has you searching for survivors in an abandoned city, only for you to eventually be swarmed by zombies, who are some real tough buggers, but not very smart. Good news though is that there are power-ups on this map, rapid fire near the top and double damage at the bottom. Both are good, but I'd recommend rapid fire to conserve ammo since you've only got 10 clips to deal with enemies that have around 200 health. Try to go for headshots only, and let Johnny deal with shields plus most of their health to finish him off easier. And when you do run out of ammo, you can try to get yourself killed to completely replenish it, but that might take a while. And after 5 minutes and 12 seconds, Mission 2 was completed with 14 kills and 4 deaths. Flashback to a week ago, where you play as Captain Biggs and his robot buddies getting ambushed by aliens on an unknown planet. Except Biggs only remembered to pack a Golden Mauser for some reason. After the first 20 seconds of silence, this mission is basically Mission 1, but with more teammates, low gravity, and the invincibility power-up at the top of the map, which you should probably grab because that's where the enemies are dropping in. And your teammates this time around are robots, who have slightly increased health and are equipped with static fields. Don't get too attached though, because they're going to be the ones shooting you in the next mission. It's time for the quickest and easiest match type in the entire campaign, Capture the Flag, versus the robots from the last mission because they don't know who you are. Since your only priority in this mission is getting the flag, it's possible to beeline straight for the end of the map and back to yours without worrying about getting kills. And if you combine it with the invincibility power-up on the map, you can pretty much just grab the flag and then moonwalk out of there. So after only a minute and 28 seconds, Mission 5 was completed with 3 flags captured, 4 kills, and 1 death. Hope you like shooting robots in the last mission because now you're going to be fighting 5 at once. In this mission, you demonstrate to new recruits how it's done by playing around a Juggernaut, where you have to team up with everyone else against the Juggernaut to become the Juggernaut, who then has to kill everyone else. And since you've got nothing but the Golden Mauser, you're going to have to time your kill steals precisely or just rely on the power-ups on the map. The map which also has all 3 power-ups in the game, and with rapid fire and double damage being really close to each other. So if you get both active at once, with the help of the power-ups and maybe a bit of luck with killing the Juggernaut, Mission 6 was completed in 4 minutes and 24 seconds with the 10 required kills and 3 deaths. It's time for the second quickest and easiest match type in the campaign, Domination, featuring every enemy and ally type in the game you've encountered so far, with special guest 6 million landmines scattered across the map. Since your offensive and defensive capabilities with the Golden Mauser are limited, you're going to want to stick by your teammates a lot during this mission as you attack and defend the flag points. The more flag points your team has, the more points you gain for every second that passes. Quick and easy, as long as you don't charge until you capture a point without backup. And after 2 minutes and 46 seconds, Mission 7 was completed with 54 points, 6 kills, and 4 deaths. Since your training and education skills were so good in Mission 6, you now have 2 brand new members of the squad who will be sticking around for the rest of the campaign. And this mission's objective is for you to show them how it's done by getting the most kills on your team. And you've been using the Golden Mauser for like the past 6 missions now, so you should have plenty of experience for some on-the-field training against all the aliens. And on a map with no power-ups, 2 health packs, 1 shield pickup, and 6 million landmines scattered across the map. So yeah, after like 3 minutes and 51 seconds, Mission 8 was done with 14 kills and 5 deaths. Wait, what? Wait, how did I... What? Oh no.
What?
This is not a team deathmatch. This is a regular deathmatch, but with teams, which means that you, and you specifically, have to get the most kills. Not the enemies, or even your teammates, because the mission is about you showing the new recruits how it's done, not Johnny Rocket. And since he's the one that's been carrying you with a katana and iron cannon for the past several missions, this mission is a literal arms race against him where you have to kill steal as much as you can to keep up. But after about 6 painful attempts and taking a break from the challenge for about 2 months, Mission 8 was finally completed in 4 minutes and 18 seconds with the 15 required kills and 8 deaths. Welcome to Mission 9, where the aliens decide to take the day off and let you capture a flag point on the map for the first 20 seconds before teleporting behind you when the flag is captured. On a map that contains a singular double damage power-up in the middle of some sick reflections and a deadly spike pit. Just like in Mission 7, the key to this mission is to stick by your now fully realized squad and to not go in guns blazing like you're some kind of video game protagonist. You might have noticed, by the way, that these enemies are a bit more difficult than the ones you fought before. Kinda like they're ramping up the scale of the invasion. But after 3 minutes and 54 seconds, Mission 9 was completed with 60 points, 12 kills, and 6 deaths. Prepare yourself for the longest, most grueling mission of the challenge as you fight alone against a whopping 1 enemy, who may or may not be you in the next campaign, but that's a story for another day. In this duel against a monkey on sugar, you have to endure hunting this man down with the Golden Mauser for over 10 minutes as he constantly teleports behind you while telling you that you suck. And if you were lucky and got the right tooltip before the game loaded, then you would know that he could teleport 3 times before he needs to recharge. My only advice to give other than acquiring the patience of a saint is to acquire the shield and health pickups before he does, even if it means camping on them like a little bitch. And depending on how good you are at the game, you're probably going to be running out of ammo a lot, so it's okay to die a few times to replenish it when you do. Make sure to study this guy's skills and weaponry too, because it's going to be important for the last few missions. And after exactly 10 minutes of hunting this guy down, Mission 10 was completed with the required 10 kills and 4 deaths. It's time for another round of domination against nothing but zombies this time around. Only catch this time is that it's just you in this mission without any of your allies backing you up. So this mission's going to be a lot harder with the Golden Mauser since you can't rely on others for support or for kill steals. And since zombies take like 6 years to kill with this thing, it might even be a good idea to just avoid fighting and trying to capture the flag points on your own. Until 60 seconds in when the rest of your squad busts in as Warhead goes on full blast in the background. Now it's a fair fight where you can rely on them for getting the flag points and kill steals all you want. Just make sure not to fall into the... After the rest of your squad comes in, honestly the mission is pretty much over at this point, so we could just like... Oh yeah, and Mission 11 was completed in 4 minutes with 132 points, 7 kills, and 4 deaths. Welcome, one and all, to literally just Mission 7, but it's elimination, featuring the same enemies, the same squad mates, the same 6 million landmines scattered across the map. Other than that, everyone's got 10 lives each, so unless you stick by your squad a lot, this mission's probably going to take way longer than most of them usually do. Especially during the last minute or two when it becomes a hunt for the last few enemies on the map. You're probably also going to be dying a lot, but hey, at least you won't have to worry about running out of ammo. And after 5 minutes and 48 seconds, Mission 12 was completed with 14 kills and 6 deaths. So way back in the mine, you and 6 aliens face off in a contest to dab away with each other's bread baskets on the smallest map this side of the Mississippi. That means you could literally just gun it for the flag while ignoring every enemy. And if you're lucky, your flag will be on the side of the map with the double damage power-up, which could help with finishing off low health enemies, but it might not be as useful if you're just speedrunning through the level. 1 minute, 4 flags, done. Following the theme of Mission 12 being the same as Mission 7, this mission is pretty much the same as Mission 9, but it's a team deathmatch instead, and with a special guest.
Hey, fleshy mammals.
Thankfully you're not alone fighting him this time, and your team recommends using explosives to take him down, which would be nice if you could actually, you know. The next best thing would be to just stick by your teammates and let them do all the work. Just like in Mission 7, and after 2 minutes and 16 seconds, Mission 14 was completed with only 6 kills and 1 death. One more thing, in this mission you actually had twice as much health, and that's because the zombie virus you had at the start of the game is mutating real fast. This is actually a good thing though, because it's something you'll need in the 15th and last mission. It's the final mission of the human campaign. You know the alien commander who teleported every 5 seconds in the last mission? Well, now you have to fight 3 of them at once, who also teleport every 5 seconds. Oh yeah, and you're also timed for 4 minutes or else you fail the mission and Earth explodes. On the bright side, you have 500 health and your entire squad is with you, but unfortunately, they have only 2 lives each and are likely to die within the first minute, which means you can't rely on them for kill steals for a majority of the mission. You can, however, rely on the power-ups on the map, specifically rapid fire and double damage as usual. Invincibility isn't as helpful since you have 5 times your normal health, but it's still good to grab so that the enemies don't get it. And remember, this is elimination, not deathmatch. It only matters that the aliens die, not that you get kills. I bring this up because these guys like to kill themselves with acid hounds sometimes. Grab power-ups, search quickly, and hope the commanders teleport close by so you can deal with them within the 4-minute timer. And surprisingly, after only 1 attempt on the last mission, I had done it. Even with only 6 kills and 38 seconds left on the clock, I had finally beaten Raze 2's human campaign with only the Golden Mauser.